everybody. It's about that time. Getting all set up here. Like I did last time, I'm pulling Twitter up so I can live tweet about the show. And I'm also pulling it up on my computer so I can read the comments. Hello to the people that are joining.
I'm feeling a lot of feelings right now. This is gonna be happily ever after. I always wanted. Literally every single emotion just hit me at once. You need to just throw up.
Just thumbs up the live, everybody.
I've been waiting for this day for a long time. I can't wait to meet her. Sorry. Gotta get my last bit out before I become a lady.
It's the ultimate love experiment.
Y'all turn to Lifetime. Let's watch Married at First Sight together.
This is really happening. I'm really gonna get married.
I am committing my life to a complete stranger, and that's insane.
This is your destiny. This is your story.
The nation's most intriguing social experiment is back.
Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure?
After 7 seasons,
Let's go. Give me engaged.
we return to Boston for season 14.
Today's the day that I've been waiting for. Today's the day that I've prayed for.
We selected 10 singles to walk down the aisle and marry a complete stranger.
This is gonna be happily ever after. I always wanted.
This is a legally binding marriage.
Everybody turn to Lifetime and let's watch Married at First Sight together.
And that's divorce.
It's exciting. It's scary.
The risks could not be greater, and the stakes could not be higher. We, the experts, use rigorous interviews, data collection, and social science to match 5 couples who will be married at first sight.
You are getting married at first sight in 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks, you get married.
You are getting married. You actually have a person. I do.
And tonight, our couples will look for the perfect wedding looks. Celebrate their bachelor and bachelorette parties.
This is gonna be the greatest love story ever told.
And then one couple will walk down the aisle and finally meet their stranger spouse.
Wifey, I'm coming for you.
Oh man. Literally every single emotion just hit me at once. You need to just throw up. I ask that you please stand.
Hello, everybody. Don't see any messages in the chat yet.
I've been waiting for this day for a long time. I can't wait to meet her. Sorry. Gotta get my last bit out before I become a lady.
Ooh, she just.
This is Married at First Sight.
It's on, guys. Are y'all tuned in?
Now that we have revealed to our 10 singles that they are going to marry a stranger in just 2 weeks, it's time to break the news to their family and friends. Okay, guys. As this is not the traditional way to get married,
This is wedding day, guys. I believe so. It should be wedding day.
The first couple is Lindsay and Mark. They're strangers now, but in 2 weeks, they'll be meeting at the altar. Lindsay and Mark are a natural match because they're both high energy, outgoing personalities who also have a deeply caring side.
Hey guys, here we are today at my best friend's house, and I'm about to tell him that I'm getting married in 2 weeks. I'm a little nervous because John's a little more realistic than I am, a little more practical. So I'm hoping this goes as planned. I'm hoping he embraces.
Who do I have in the chat with me? Y'all drop your name in the
Wants
chat.
this as much as I do, so
See who's watching with me.
You have been like trying to get a girl since like second grade. Do you think you're gonna get picked?
Well, Dr. Vivian came to visit me this week
Oh, yeah.
at work. And, you know, she broke the news to me that they found a match. I'm getting married in 2 weeks.
What?
Yeah, yeah,
No.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
yeah. I'm getting married in 2 weeks.
I'm getting married.
Drop your name in the chat. Let me know if you're watching with me.
I've been wanting to get married so much that after not getting picked, when they first came to Boston,
Mark is the guy that, yeah, he's tried out for the show multiple
back
times.
at this for a second chance of love. No stop until I get that ring. People tell
Hey
me, Mark,
Patricia.
stop.
Hey
I think
Bonita.
it's yes, because I see something I want, I go after it like a shark.
Glad y'all are watching with
When it
me.
comes to dating,
Are y'all tuned in at
moving
Lifetime?
faster than others is just my nature. I look at a slice of pizza. Oh yeah, this is my type. I know what I like, and if I'm with you for like 6 to 8 months,
I don't know
you
why I
should be
can't
getting a
see
place to get something. Most of the time, I meet people they know that I want
Chat
something
on my computer.
serious, and I think the scarcity is better than. And then I'm like going to bed alone.
Trying to text on my watch.
I'm looking for the girl of my dreams, and I want to swim with her in the ocean, and I want us to have little baby sharks, and I want us to have a family. I have.
Let's watch it,
The
girl.
cats are like my kids.
See, I watched last season, but I had missed a couple of seasons and before that too.
But they are another reason why I'm single. Because literally, I think every girl I've
Mark is a cat man. I've never seen a cat man before.
Growing up, I was a kid that didn't get in trouble, that didn't swear, that came from a good religious family, and one of the things I miss now about what I had is I had like a really good family life. Like Christmases were great, holidays were great. The older I got, the more I went away. Everything kind of just have hot chocolate.
What do y'all think about Mark so far?
I'm looking for my wife.
His reasons for wanting a spouse seem pretty, you know, pretty admirable.
This is it. This is it. 2 weeks.
He seems really excited. I'm sure he'll put a lot into making it work.
Is he gonna be able to be there?
No.
Keto shopping online at
She's
Amazon. I
just
feel sorry for
declined
Wyatt.
so much, and she can't really walk. So I wouldn't want to put her through a situation where I know she would feel embarrassed.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure. Oh, there they go. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, the first person.
His
I
little
called
wife
was my
problem
mom.
has his little wife. I think she has a drinking problem too. Maybe she was just nervous, Patricia.
Yeah, I wanted you
Maybe
to
that's what it is.
be the first person I told.
Oh, I'm happy for you.
Thanks. I want her there more than ever, but she's just overwhelmed by everything.
But I also feel like whoever you're marrying needs to know your mom's situation because, like, this is a huge thing that you have to deal with.
I can get that though. Like,
Mark
you know,
is very private about how much he really does have to care for his mother, but I do think it's way more than.
especially like coming into a marriage, like somebody having, like being somebody's caretaker.
What if you
That's
say,
like a
yeah,
lot,
like,
you know what I
this is
mean?
my situation with my mom, and this girl's like, yeah, no, like, I'm not taking care of your mom with you.
I mean, if she was like, I'm not dealing with your situation with your mom, like, good luck with that.
Maybe she's just, yeah, maybe she's just nervous and wanted to relax a little
Mark
bit.
has just revealed to his friends that he's going to be marrying a complete stranger in just 2 weeks. Now, it's Lindsay's turn.
I'm gonna surprise my dad and brother today and tell them I'm getting married at first sight. Shh, don't tell anybody, it's a secret.
Come on, baby girl.
Hey. It has been so hard to keep a secret from them for the last 2 days because I'm a terrible liar. Like the worst. And my dad and my brother are the only family I really have close connection with, so it's really important to me that they support me no matter what. Look at that. Is that not?
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, but being married to somebody that's a caretaker, especially like right from the jump, you know what I
What kind
mean?
of dress would you want to wear and how would you want to leave your exit ceremony? And without a doubt, I said bubbles. So
Um,
I bought you these guns because I'm getting married in 2 weeks.
I imagine that being very difficult.
No,
It's difficult being married to somebody that's a caretaker anyway, because being a caretaker is a lot of work. It can be very draining. So I'm interested to see how that'll play out in their
When you
marriage.
play Uno, that was a wild card. I'm a wild card. A lot of my friends that I'm really close to will tell you, like, I wasn't sure about you when I first met you. You're alive. And then they were like, I'm a storm watcher. I love it.
There-
I will jump out of a plane with you if you pick a random flight anywhere. Absolutely. But I also like to go to bed at 9:30. I don't like caffeine because it's too much of a stimulant. And I like rules a little bit.
Oh, she seems
Sometimes
fun.
that's dating hard
She's almost kind of like an
because
oxymoron.
they fit a box.
I'll jump out of a plane, but I like rules.
I like curves and edges. I've been ready to be married for a long time. And a year ago, I was planning my wedding to somebody I was in a long-term relationship with. And 5 days before the wedding,
I thought he said his mother,
he called it off.
was it his I thought he said one of them passed away. Who passed away? Or was it his dad?
Devastating to me. But I really want a family and a future. I believe I deserve it. I think I'm worthy of it.
I must have missed that. I must have when I stepped away. I like that shirt she has on.
In this dating pool.
That green looks good on.
Bad. But my blood type is B positive, and that's my way of life. I just have so much to offer. And I'm a caretaker because it's just in my heart and soul.
Oh, she said she's a caretaker, so that's a good
It's
sign.
my dad teaching me how to change my brother's diaper. And I've kind of always found that connection with others. That's the most important thing. But that's not easy to hold on to. My mom and dad split 4 years ago, and I have a very rough relationship with my mother. You know, she doesn't pick up my phone. When
Oh,
she doesn't
wow.
call me, she texts me. I haven't seen her in 3 years.
Wow, she hasn't seen her mom in 3 years.
And so, what I'm really looking for is my true love. I want to have that family. And
You know,
build
it's-
and grow and create a future together. I
Okay.
just want to have somebody, you know? I know I'm not
Maybe
for
her and Mark are a good
everybody,
pair.
But frankly, I'm a needle in a haystack. Like, I'm a catch. And I'm not afraid to put myself out
They
there.
seem to
for
sort of
love.
be saying
Like,
similar
what's the worst thing that can happen?
things.
I'm still not married.
Kinda.
Is this how you picture me getting married?
No, but you haven't had the best decision making on other halves.
His dad passed. Okay.
People always ask me to describe you.
So yes, it is his. Hey, T. Thomas. Welcome to the live.
And that's kind of how you are.
Yeah, they get chewed up and spit out real quick.
It's so
It's not that
sad.
bad.
Me and my mom are so close. It's so sad to me when I hear people say that they're not close to their mamas.
Patience of a saint. Because Lindsay takes no prisoners. She's a strong personality.
Her dad has that strong
You
Boston
tend to
accent.
react instead of respond.
Yeah. You know, like, I don't mean to hurt somebody's feelings, but I don't shut up. And sometimes, like,
You don't have a filter either.
no.
The brother does too. It's funny how they have those strong Boston accents and she doesn't.
You know?
Yeah.
And he better be on his toes because you're a lot to handle. So, don't be his lion, Taylor. Should I bring tea for him?
Maybe just a whip.
Lindsay and Mark
Oh,
spend
those
their
bubbles
time
are
caring for other
cute.
people, but have never found anyone to be able to care for them. A powerhouse like Lindsay will be impressed with a husband like Mark the shark, who can swim against the current to keep up with her. Mark will appreciate the fun and lightheartedness that Lindsay can bring to his life while he deals with the stress of ailing family members. We foresee an instant spark that's going to burn red hot between
T.
Mr.
Thomas,
and
are
Mrs.
you watching? Hey, Shoshinka.
Our second couple is Katina and
Are you watching Lifetime with us?
both Katina and
If Dad
Elijah
says
Mark
she has a
have
strong
outgrown
personality,
the
at
party
least she's a
lifestyle
firecracker.
and are ready
There's
to
nothing
engage
wrong
in
with being a
nice but
firecracker.
fun for quiet dinners
We are
and
watching Lifetime, y'all. Tune in.
and we benefit
Turn
from
your
mutual
channels.
desire to
Turn your
plant
TVs.
roots and grow a shared
Y'all know
family
this.
unit
You see my
will create a rock
my
solid
sorority
union.
shirt. That's actually my line name, Firecracker, with the AKA and Firecracker.
Man, young grasshopper, you got it. 30 years old, learn how to cook a bird.
I know. I'm going to surprise my family. And I'm getting married in 2 weeks. I'm excited, but also I have a lot of emotions going through me. So I don't know how my family's going to take the news. So, y'all know I've been going through the process for the last 3 months.
Do you feel like you're ready?
Listen,
Absolutely, bro.
Nobody ready until they in a situation. Before I met my wife, I wasn't looking for a wife. I was looking for a night. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
okay.
We caught the vibe, and I was like, oh, I can't let this go. But
So how did you feel when you was about to get married?
honestly, it was the happiest day of my life. I was happy. as
Aw.
hell. Yeah, she said yeah.
Perfect, because I'm getting married in 2 weeks.
oh, his family seems so happy. That's good.
I think Elijah is
Elijah.
his mind.
I wonder, he does seem like he was always on the straight and narrow, Bonita. So,
Almost how it feels to be loved.
I don't know, maybe somebody with a little spice to her. Bring it spice to his life. Maybe that's what he needs.
The last 2 years.
Because she also seems very structured. Hopefully she's just not allergic to cats.
Who Elijah truly is.
Elijah.
Some of my relations did not work out in the past because I was a different person. Because I cheated, I wasn't being truthful. You know, professors would ask who I am, so I said Elijah one to them, and then women would ask me who I am. To the women, I was saying Isaac.
Oh, he had a fake name and everything.
That's my middle name.
He had an alias.
Isaac was an immature me. When it comes to love, he never wanted to know what love means. And he was living in the moment. Of just
He's young doing
enjoying
his thing.
young life
Okay, then.
And not caring for other people's hearts. And I'm not that person anymore. So
I want that too, Bonita. I don't think I've ever seen it.
develop who I wanted to be and find
I've
my
never
true
seen it.
identity. The person I am today is
I think they always throw in a little odd couple just to give it, just to make it interesting. Give it some depth. Some couple they just know isn't going to work out. That they ain't going to like
When
each
I was
other.
16 years old, I lost my father. I'm the only person in my family who my dad didn't see graduate. One of the last times I seen him, he jumped out of the chair of my brother's graduation, and I know he would be even more excited to see me do this. My relationship with my mom is like my best friend. I am a mama's boy, and I'm proud to be a mama's boy. My mom sacrificed her life to get us out of the ghetto and into the suburbs.
He has some nice
I can get
tattoos.
my wife to love me even close to my mama will.
Oh, I don't like that.
My mother and father never even got married.
I don't like that.
I want my children.
I don't like that. What do y'all think about him saying, I want my wife to love me as much as my mama did? That's your mama, honey. Your wife and your mama are two different things. I don't like that.
And I'm not looking back.
What do y'all think?
I'm at the point in my life where I feel like the next chapter is marriage and family. I have the house, the picket fence, but I don't have a wife. I feel like every man is only as strong as the woman that stands beside him. And I don't have a woman to stand beside me, so I feel like I'm not living to my full potential. So I'm ready to just open my heart to somebody.
Why do you want to be married? Is Isaac gone? Are you ready to leave?
Who do that?
Isaac alone.
Your wife and your mama.
Isaac is truly gone. Because when I was coming back from Lawrence, it was like 3 in the morning after one of my late nights out. And I was driving home and it just hit me. I was like, what am I doing? It's not a life. It's a phase. It's living in the moment. It's not living in the future or your life. I want to be married because watching Sean talking to Coach Matt, listening to Kevin, watching Rashid's marriage. You know, I find happiness watching you guys. These feelings that I'm saying is like thoughts I had in my head for like a year, honestly. And I just never expressed it to you guys because it's hard to. How do I come out and say, dude, I want to find love? Seriously.
What kind of wife do you want?
I want like a traditional wife. I want like I come home as a hot meal.
I knew it. I called it last week, y'all.
That's what I envision my
I
marriage.
called it last week. I said he's African. He's gonna want a traditional wife.
What if your wife can't cook?
So that's not a wife. That's not a wife. That's not a wife.
Oh, I called it.
Right now, blatantly honest, she doesn't have to anything. It's a together.
Y'all get them together.
It's not a deal breaker that she can't cook.
That is really no. Seriously, it really is. It really is. It really is. There's some things that I can allow and I can't allow.
Allow.
My advice
Allow?
to Shawan's wife would be to have patience, to bear with him, to ignore him,
Who?
and just to work
Okay.
with him. He needs that special person.
I called it, y'all.
But he's ready.
He's gonna want that traditional wife. That's assuming he's African. I'm making that assumption based off his name. He may not be.
Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2 to 1 over McDonald's. Try them today. Only at Wendy's.
We love our new home. Lots of windows, great light.
Twitter seems to be thinking the same thing. Nope. What you mean? Said
Yes, I hear.
he's toxic. I see now. This Isaac guy is already showing his narcissistic colors. These are some of the tweets I'm reading.
We save a lot.
Here goes another man with a traditional description. Producers do it every time. All of
The serums out there, this is the #1 in the world. Revitalift hyaluronic acid serum.
demanding his wife cook and clean for him. I already know he's gonna piss me off this season.
Effective for all skin tones. Revitalift hyaluronic acid serum from L'Oreal Paris.
Imagine a visibly healthier pet in 28 days.
So okay, right off the back we see Olajuwon wants a mama, not a wife. Got it. Did we see that first off?
One visibly healthy pet. Try these Purina One True Instinct formulas for dogs.
Napoleon was born and raised to conquer. But he was just kind of over it, you know. Watching Prime Video, he realised he should follow his dreams. So he ordered a microphone with Prime next day delivery. Now the only thing he cared about conquering was his audience.
What a few seasons back there was a woman who wanted to traditional man. Do you remember? What season was it?
Yo, you ready?
Bonita.
Class. You got nothing.
Cause I watched last season, but I skipped a few.
Why does Walgreens offer prescription copays as low as $0?
I don't know, but when I think a woman says she wants a traditional man, I think she means a different thing than a man saying he wants a traditional woman. Because typically when you hear a man say he wants a traditional woman, he wants his version of traditional, not really traditional. You know what I mean? Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, his version of traditional is she cooks and cleans, she does all the cooking, all the cleaning, she takes care of all the kids, and I go to work and do that. But they leave out the part where those women didn't work outside of their homes and their husbands took care of them completely financially. They leave out that part. No, you need to go to work, but still cook, clean my house for me. I don't want to lift a finger. Cook all my food. I don't want to cook or wash a dish or anything like that. That's, as somebody that, you know, was in the dating arena, you know, that just seems to be what they mean by traditional. They want traditional they want traditional treatment with a non-traditional marriage. Which, don't get me wrong, I get wanting some of the old school and some new school, but you can't have it all you want a mama at that point. Somebody that just loves you no matter how you treat them and cooks and cleans for you and picks up behind you. That's what a mother does. It's not what a wife does.
Especially women and women of color, let's build wealth. You know, but is, you know, bit by bit.
That's exactly what he wants, T. Thomas.
That helps to change the dynamics. And that actually is
Do you remember what city it was, Benita?
I really, really want women to be a part of what I feel is a revolution in finance right now.
Commercial break, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get me something to drink.
An elegantly appointed sit-down Asian restaurant.
Drink break.
Chinese and Japanese.
Y'all gonna get y'all a drink too.
Menu. Under the skilled direction of Chef Chuck Su, Taipei offers many traditional favorites, along with noodles, ramen, sushi, and even vegetarian options. A full bar is available along with outdoor seating. Experience an inspired taste of Asian cuisine at Taipei. Online at taipeipensacola.com.
The Imperfect Family, starring Jeeves. Just your typical mom.
I share my bedroom with an 18-year-old kid with autism.
Her son, Pooh.
Beauty is hot, hot, hot.
Her daughter, Harper.
Be careful with him, he doesn't like you.
The nanny, Tug.
Taking around the world all around.
Their pal, Nick. And Gigi's mom, Pooh.
It's unconventional, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Leave it to Jeeves. Premieres next Wednesday at 10. Only on Lifetime.
Right in the nick of time. I got my juice.
Our second couple is Katina and Elijah. Elijah is just revealed to his family and friends.
I gotta remember how to pronounce his name, Elijah.
Complete stranger.
Did y'all get y'all's drink on the commercial break?
I'm so excited. I get to tell my friends that I'm getting married. Oh, hey, guys.
Oh, come on, red braids. I like those.
Nothing. How are you?
Why her friend acting like that? Y'all notice that?
To see their reactions.
Was it just me or was the friend with the braids a little standoffish?
So I hope that they are just excited for me.
What y'all think?
I have big news and we're gonna need drinks. Okay. What is it? I found out that I'm going to get married in 2 weeks. Oh, so this is really happening? Yeah. You're gonna get married? Yeah.
Oh, her friend seemed excited. That's great.
Single Katina is the life of the party. If we start at 7, you might not get home till 3, 4 in the morning.
Oh, see. I have friends like that. I can't deal.
But
They know I am known as the one that leaves early.
I'm tired of the
It's honey. My friends will stay out till 4 o'clock on a Thursday. Like you don't have to go to work the next day. I can't do it.
just be calm and Netflix and shit.
They always say Brittany gives Irish goodbyes, meaning they turn around and I'm gone. I say bye, they just don't
I
listen.
haven't been in a relationship in a long time because I was cheated on multiple times. I was in a relationship where the other person had another girlfriend on the side, and he was literally dating us the same amount of time. But I found out a year later after that.
Oh, not a year later. I've been there though. I've been there.
And then
Dating this guy.
I was a baby when my parents divorced. My father was incarcerated from when I was an infant up into adulthood. So
My friend was
I
calling
didn't
me.
get
Let me
a chance to
text
build
her.
that father-daughter relationship that every girl wants. I had to learn on my own how to be in a relationship. I didn't have like an example of like
She's supposed to be
my
on
dad
this
making
live,
my
was she?
mom dinner or bringing her flowers. So when I got into relationships with a guy, it was kind of like trial and error.
Online.
I've done the party scene.
Oh, my sign went out. I was getting a phone call. That's probably why.
And I just feel like at this point, I'm not meeting anybody who.
I wonder if I can like
me.
cut my phone and do not disturb from my watch.
I just want a man who knows what he wants and is ready to make the commitment, and will just stick to that commitment. I'm ready. just to take the leap.
Yes, this is the keto juice.
Do you have like a time limit? Do you feel like you fall in love fast? I haven't been
Tea
in
Thomas.
love in like so long.
It is. I mixed one of those spritzers that I got in it. I think it's like peach flavored. I think that's what it was. So it's a little sparkling if you can.
On your line, so I'm used to having
You
to
can
like
tell.
control my feelings a little bit, you know. So with this, I think I have to tell myself like it's okay for you to let yourself like fall for this person like 100%. Being vulnerable.
So this is 1 carb.
Is like key.
The spritzer is no carbs. The juice is 1 carb per cup. It does make it very hard, but yeah.
Oh gosh.
The juice is actually really good, y'all. It doesn't have a bad aftertaste or anything, in my personal opinion.
They both come from similar backgrounds, having grown up in single-parent homes. Because of this, they both have a desire to create a 2-parent home where they can create stability for both themselves and their future children. Katina is looking for a man who can finally be consistent for her and give her the commitment she's been seeking. Meanwhile, Elijah is looking for a wife who will be there to support him through the ups and downs of life. And Katina's devotion for the people she loves will provide her husband with a soft spot to land.
Somebody on Twitter said Elijah is looking for a home health aide. I am weak.
We've matched Noy and Steve because Steve has the emotional side that Noy is looking for in a husband. And maternal Noy is ready to start
Hookah house,
family
Curtis,
that
classy.
Steve desperately desires.
There he is. The man, the myth, the legend.
Hey, so we're supposed to be here at 6:30? Just in time, right?
Oh, Steve. What do we think about Steve, peeps?
Sat down together as a family.
Yeah.
At a restaurant.
At a restaurant.
I have to say, it's very nice.
Yeah.
Steve.
Yep. You're right, Benny.
Process. Although I'm prepared to
You know, I
do
was
anything
thinking
this
Steve
is,
looked Asian.
I'm a little concerned
I
about
see now he's half Asian.
My mom's nickname is Worry, and she also is just a very emotional person.
That
I'm
explains
the
it.
last of her children
I was
that
thinking
is
he had-
still not married.
He
so I
looked.
think this is a
He had
pretty
some Asian
big piece of
features.
news that she's about to receive. You know, there's been a lot going on. Worked with the matchmakers. They did say some good news. They narrowed it down to the point where I'm going to be getting married in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, you're getting actually married.
There's so many mixed reactions going on at this table.
Like, she's going to walk down the aisle. You know, I didn't propose to her, but I'm going to be marrying her. I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's a great idea. About time someone nailed me down.
That's good. Y'all remember, did y'all watch last season? Johnny's family was not happy about him getting married this way. His dad didn't show up to his wedding at all. They were very traditional Vietnamese parents, and they were not happy.
I couldn't picture another full winter in Boston, so I just decided to pick up and head south. I went on a road trip all along the East Coast and down to Florida. For the most part, I lived out of my car. This trip really showed me that I don't believe I need a lot to be happy. I prefer to spend my free time and fun time seeing new places and new experiences.
You know?
At this point in my life, I've done so many things that
I'm not mad at it. I like people that can just pick up and go like that. You know what I mean? There's a certain freedom to it that must be nice. People that, especially like people that work fully remote, that where they can live anywhere, go anywhere, do anything, that must be nice.
Because I do have a big family. You know, all my older brothers and even my younger sister are all married with children. And I do want that for myself as well. You know, I want somebody to build a family with. I feel like there's so much possibility in the prospect of getting married to someone I don't know.
It must be nice to be able to just pick up and move.
An arranged marriage. My uncle and aunt as well. They're still together. So that's a successful arranged marriage.
He has a line on his chest.
Going on 7 years. So
I wonder what that's about.
I'm for adventure and possibility, and I
I'm ready for whatever may come.
Getting married. Oh my God.
You all right, Mom? Is everything okay? I know this is a lot for you.
You're the baby boy.
Did you ever know you were gonna get married?
Hoped he would get married, but getting a little older, I wasn't sure if that would happen.
Ooh.
Exciting.
Dang, Mama said she wasn't sure.
Been by the river?
My goodness.
You kind of did do that. Stephen has always been a free spirit. Like, he always done his own thing, and which is like that's what I love about him so much. I'm grateful that he has this opportunity.
Aww.
You just got back from a long road trip.
Those of you with children, if your child came to you and told you they were getting married at first sight, what would y'all say?
I just did some, traveling and some self-growth work, and I'm also doing some freelance work. And
Yeah, that's good.
I'm about to make a plan.
He does. The family did seem to be on board.
So you're between jobs.
Why do you say that to Thomas? His mama seems nice.
I feel like she would want him to have a job.
And would. You know how upset I would be if I got married at first sight to a man with no job? Yeah, big mad. Even though he seems to be doing fine, I just would not be happy about that at all. But yeah, the parents, let me know how you would feel if your child came to you and said that they're getting married at first sight. Arranged marriages are still a thing in some parts of the world, and they work out. So
Just not always the same kind.
I don't know how it's the whole first. Well,
Maybe you need a lot.
yeah, they weren't having it. They weren't having any luck. Maybe experts will.
She might be the next to have
But like modern day arranged marriages aren't like
H&R Block and H&R Block is the expert tax stuff you need.
hey, my mama met this man, and the dad met this man, and like how it used to be. Like, it's arranged marriage dating sites now. Did y'all know that?
If you don't like it this way, you'll have to go somewhere else.
Why is it a no for you two, Thomas?
You're looking good.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs. CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand. We hit the bike trails every weekend.
My friend just texted me and told me she'll be in Pensacola next week. That's exciting.
Shingles doesn't care. We've still got the best moves you've ever seen. Good for you, but Shingles doesn't care. Because 1 in 3 people will get shingles. You need protection. But no matter how healthy you feel, your immune system declines as you age, increasing your risk.
Not a fan of arranged marriage.
So what can protect you? Shingrix
Yeah.
protects. You can protect yourself from shingles with a vaccine.
I don't know. I would prefer to choose my partner. But if I got to a certain if I got to a certain age and I wasn't married, why not? I'm not doing it right. So let's see if these experts can choose it for me. Truthfully, 2 of my children married someone we didn't approve of, and they wound up divorced. So I would not see this married at first sight any harder than marrying someone I can't prove. Oh. You got a point, Benito? So, while we're doing this commercial break, let's have a little question. Is your partner's parents not liking y'all a deal breaker? Is that a deal breaker for y'all? We got some new people that have joined the live. Drop your name, let us know who's watching. Is that a deal breaker for y'all? Me personally, it would be real difficult for me if my parents didn't like it. Personally. Because I feel, May may be seeing stuff, y'all. Even if I think she's wrong, and sometimes she is wrong, but sometimes she sees things that I don't see also. So there's been a lot of times where she called stuff out in people that I didn't see, and she was right. So that's gonna be in the back of my mind. If my mama doesn't like you, what is she seeing that I'm not seeing? You know? And I've seen that it just makes for an unfun, unhealthy, unhappy environment because you don't want to have to choose between your person or your family, and you want y'all's families to mesh and match.
Life's been hard enough,
So
especially when you're struggling with depression. So
tell me what y'all
I did
think.
some research, took a questionnaire, and talked to my doctor.
Is your mate's parents not liking you a deal breaker?
Could help. When added to an antidepressant, Rexulti was
Hello,
found to
mommy.
reduce depression symptoms 62% more than the antidepressant alone. So you can stay on your current treatment.
Are you watching the show?
and keep moving forward.
Rexulti can cause serious side effects. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and worsen depression in those under 25.
Mama said she done messed up already, y'all, because she late.
Could be life-threatening or uncontrollable muscle movements.
You are so wise. It really should be considered as a deal breaker.
High blood sugar, decreased white blood
Yeah,
cells,
it's gonna be
dizziness,
difficult.
understanding, seizures, trouble swallowing may occur.
That's difficult. I've seen so many. I just wouldn't want those problems. I want that. I wouldn't want my family to not like that person, and I wouldn't want my person's family to not like me. Like, I wouldn't want to like feel like I can't go around my in-laws and have a good time and be myself and be comfortable. Especially like if we get married and we have kids, my children got to go over here. You know what I mean? They got to have this relationship with that other side of the family. I don't want any problems like that. Godly parents see the good spirits and bad spirits in people. Is that what it is, T. Thomas? It's something. That may be knowing y'all. I like Boy. She seems really nice. I like that so far everybody's family seems so supportive of this. Yeah. How do you think you act like once they tell you that you're engaged, even though you never met people? Like, I wonder how they act. Like, I can't talk to you. I'm engaged. Sorry, I'm engaged. Are you single? I'm engaged. Even though they've never met the person. I feel like that's how I would be. I feel like that's how I would be. Or some people would be like, you know, I ain't met him yet. I'll start all of that the day that we get married. You know, some people are like that. You know, people react to this so differently.
I am a hopeless romantic. I have literally flown across oceans to find true love. I met this man in Bulgaria. I thought he was my soulmate. We traveled in Europe. It was wonderful, beautiful, but it didn't work out. And then there was a man from the UK. He invited me to Mexico. So I went and we had a fabulous time, but that obviously didn't work out. So I moved out to the East Coast about a year and a half ago to start over. I'm just tired of doing the same thing and having disappointing outcomes.
I feel you know it, Akoi. Noi? Noi.
Family means everything
Right?
to me.
With the N.
We are refugees from the country of Laos. So I was born in a refugee camp with my sister. And then my parents immigrated to the US when I was 2 years old. And for a while, when we first moved to Minneapolis, like we lived in a 1-bedroom apartment, my parents and my 2 siblings and myself. And, you know, even at that age, I was like, we really don't have a lot, you know? But we had each other, and with all the trauma that they've been through and the hard hardships that they've been through to see their marriage
If I don't like your mate,
succeed
it's
through
going
all
to
of
be
that.
something
It's
very
just
serious, even
beautiful.
before
That's what
I
I want
confront
for my
you with it.
marriage.
Yeah.
And it would make all my dreams come true.
Mama say even before she confront me with it. I don't know about that, y'all.
Leave a legacy. I want to make memories.
I don't know about that,
And
y'all.
I want to have children with someone. I want
Maybe I have a hard time hiding when she don't like nobody.
who feels
Even
like
if she doesn't verbally say it, her face is.
and they can be themselves.
So I would know she didn't like them before she actually said she didn't like them.
Stand by my side
For that
no matter
reason.
what. That would be the dream.
Why? I mean, I feel like we've all been dating online and trying all these different ways. Like, what made you do this?
Maybe for me, I was like, well, I feel like I believe in love so much that, like, I don't know, it wasn't that big of a risk for me to risk finding my person.
Do you feel like your parents' love kind of like impacts the way that you look at it and like what you hope to have?
Yeah. I just think about.
I didn't say you were petty, Mama. I just said I would be able to tell if you didn't like them before you actually told me that you didn't like them. Hey James, welcome to the live. Thanks for tuning in. We are watching Married at First Sight on Lifetime. So turn your channel and watch it with us.
Yeah, it is really brave. He better deserve you.
Noi and Steve are a great match because they're both dreamers. Noi has taken.
You know, one thing I feel that would be good about this is, other than Steve, you know, most of them, you know, they're people that have their stuff together. I feel like the hardest thing about like online dating is everybody. You get everybody. Do you know how hard it was to find somebody my age with an actual job? Y'all, like, not an aspiring rapper, not a college student, which is nothing wrong with being a college student, but at 30, you know, you're living a life that I lived 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, even though, like, it's never too late to go to college and get your education. I met somebody that we were the same age that was a full-time college student, just doing the whole college experience for the first time in their late 20s, because I was still in my 20s at the time. And there's nothing wrong with that. But again, we couldn't do the same things because I had a career and he was just getting trained for his. He didn't have a job at all. He was literally a college student living on campus. His job was going to school. So, like, I think that's the good thing about this show. Like, you meet somebody with a job. Hey, James. Like a career. You know what I mean? Somebody that's hopefully in the same place in life that you are. Or they got 50-11 kids. You know, none of them have kids. I was talking to this one guy, y'all. We were chatting for months. When I say months, like maybe like 2-3 months. Chatting, we didn't talk every day, but like on a fairly consistent basis. I found out, like, after talking for like 2 months, this man had 6 kids, y'all. 6 of them. I was like, that's something you tell somebody in the beginning. You don't tell somebody after 2 months that you have 6 children.
And not being around successful marriages when I was young, I always said that.
Especially, like, now he was older than me, though. He was. So he had been married. His children were married, so that's different. I accept that is, his situation is different. It wasn't like he just had 6 children by 6 different women and he was just out there like that. Can't fault for somebody for children they had within the confines of marriage, I feel. But that was still just too many for me. Because I want my own children by that point, and by that time, you know, you're done. Like, Again, he was older than me. So, like, the age difference between me and him and the age difference between me and his oldest child was the same.
Moved to Jamaica, so I asked her if she could get custody of my sister and I, and she did.
Yeah, that's basically what happened to
That's who
Thomas.
I call my mom. It's
I was
my
like,
mom,
you know,
she
you
listens
live
to
your
me,
life,
everything.
your college life, I'm gonna live this life. Because honestly, what I was doing in college and what I'm doing now are two completely different things. The life I lived are two completely different lives. So, yeah, we're not in the same place. And again, not to say that that's a bad thing, but we just weren't. That's a cute little dog. I want one of those little fried chicken dogs. I don't know what they're actually called, but I call them fried chicken dogs because they look like a piece of fried chicken to me.
So hard that my stomach hurts. I deserve someone.
Now, this is the couple I'm worried about. I don't think they're going to like each other. I don't think she's going to find her husband attractive.
It's definitely scary, but I wouldn't be wasting my time if I knew that I wasn't prepared. I know, but usually there's a dating period, there's a getting to know period.
You ever been in the same place as a guy for a man yet?
You know, he kind of looks like her stepfather.
I've never lived with a boyfriend.
Is it just me, or does, what's his name? What's the guy's name? The guy that she's being matched with. Does he look like her stepfather, y'all?
I'm terrified because this is a stranger.
Jasmina's
We don't know anything about
match.
this
I can't think
person.
of his name, but I think he looks like her stepfather.
Have him be a part of my daughter's life in such a short order is terrifying. I don't want your heart.
6 too many. I feel you, T. Thomas. 6 too many for me, honey. Oh, she's crying.
I gotta know who oven baked my bacon. Who did it? Tyler. Come on over here, man. Oh, wow. Ow.
Is that Reggie Bush? It is Reggie Bush.
Where does your almond milk come from?
Almond meat starts here with our almond cheese in our Blue Diamond Orchard in California.
Commercial break. Y'all get your drinks, get your snacks. I thought this was going to be a wedding episode. No wedding so far.
Lots of windows, great light.
The birds. They're back.
Yes, I hear.
What y'all have for dinner tonight?
Uh-oh. Why are these birds so angry? At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
She does. She really seems ready to be married.
Bundling made easy at Geico.com.
Hopefully this will be what she desires, but I don't see her. I don't think she'll physically like him.
iPod's Child Guard pack helps keep your laundry packs in a safe place.
What about the guy that didn't talk when he came to pick you up?
Twist until it clicks.
Now that freaked me out. And I asked you, what was that all about? When he brought you the most beautiful woman. So, y'all see me putting all my business in the chat, y'all? Vegetable beef soup sounds good. Fish salad. I had another like little turkey wrap. I wasn't super hungry, but I wanted to make something. So, yeah, so I was dating this guy that was different. Yeah, he did buy me some very beautiful roses though. But yeah, he would not talk to me, y'all. Like getting a conversation out of him was like pulling teeth. Like, I thought at first he was just nervous, but we went on several dates and it was like that. So I was like, nah, that's just him. Yeah, that was just him.
Finding stuff is hard.
Now that was odd. that was odd.
Across live TV and all streaming apps.
That didn't work out, needless to say. But
Or search across live TV and streaming apps with Dish. Ordinary tissues burn with the old blows.
So Puffs Plus Lotion rescued his nose. With up to
But he's
50%
married now,
more
so
lotion,
he found
plus
somebody that
3
likes the fact that he's a man of few words, but
Desserts Puffs
wasn't Brittany.
America's #1 lotion tissue.
Carl and Alan, they're staying at the same hotel, but there's one big difference: the price. Carl found the hotel on his usual website, whereas Alan used Trivago to ski.
Fish salad. Now, fish salad, do you mean like a green salad with fish on it? Or do you mean like chicken salad, like where all the stuff is, or like tuna salad or something?
Honey Lemon Chill for fast-acting sore throat relief. Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops.
If you're over 50, imagine you could turn back the clock on your stiff, achy joints 10, even 20 years. Imagine
Let's see, how long does this episode
products
last?
that just temporarily hide the symptoms. Imagine no more. Introducing Instaflex Advanced. It targets the root cause of joint soreness and stiffness. It doesn't just cover up symptoms. It's so powerful. You can
This episode is so long. This episode, I don't know if I'll be able to watch this whole thing, y'all. This episode does not go off till 10:03.
form to 42424. Do it now.
Why do they have one episode that lasts so long?
Set the cooking world on fire again.
This is Next Level Chef.
A massive 3-story culinary gauntlet.
The peaceful kitchen on the very top, the working kitchen in the middle, and the bare bones basement.
Where 3 teams battle.
I'm not just gonna give out.
I don't think I've ever seen a 10-hour long episode.
Better be scared down there.
As 2 of their chefs face elimination.
I'm not in this business to lose.
Next Level Chef. All new tonight at 9/8 Central on Fox.
Look through someone else's eyes. This is what a superstar looks like. She's an empowered woman. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Janet Jackson. This is the truth. Keep it on.
I have to start getting rid of it. Well, not now, but
Jackson, the 2-night documentary event coming to Lifetime and A&E. Premieres Friday, January 28th.
Jasmina just revealed to her family that she's getting married at first sight. Now it's Michael's turn.
ocean perch with lettuce, cheese, croutons, boiled eggs, cherry tomatoes. Oh, Mama said she ate leftovers.
Family that I'm getting married, and I'm just up. I'm nervous.
Is it rude to start putting food in my plate before Tina sits down?
Yeah, a little bit.
If my sisters don't approve of me marrying a stranger,
Michael, that's his name. That's her mattress
like
name,
any
Michael.
type of reluctance from them, it would really be heartbreaking. And if they're not there on this journey,
My sister has all those scars on my face.
how I would continue. You know, I'm going through this process of potentially marrying someone.
Super excited about it. It's gonna be worth it.
Would you all be disappointed in me if I pulled out?
Who gets the chance to go through this process? I think you should continue. You're not pulling out, right?
It's actually too late to pull out because I'm getting married.
Oh, my sisters are so excited.
I'll take a risk to be happy. I'll take a risk to go after things that really drive me. I only want to align myself with things that I'm passionate about. So I decided, in order to get the life that I wanted for myself, I had to take the biggest risk.
So I'm kind of confused. Like, why is this episode so long if no weddings are gonna happen?
At this age, I would have at least one child. Like, I would have a big family because I come from a big family.
You gotta grab you something good.
I have
Patricia.
patience, just because it's been tough trying to figure out like how much time do I spend with this person that I met on Tinder before I decide that this isn't worth it. Growing up, my family experienced loss. My father passed away when I was 11 or 12, and my brother passed away. He got shot, and then my mom passed away when I was 20 from breast cancer. I was in college at the time, and it kind of just affected everything from there on out. I had to like just pull myself up from like a dark place.
What do y'all think of Michael?
Because of the loss of that experience, it's been difficult to figure out how to let people in. I've always been somebody that's like pretty much like a lone wolf, and I like to process things on my own. And I think that's been like a block in my relationships. It's hard to open up to somebody about things if you haven't processed these certain emotions with yourself.
That's true. I wonder if you went to therapy.
Dating these women
That is
could be
a
great
lot of
spouses,
loss.
but I wasn't allowing myself to fully give myself to those people or amplify negative things about them, not even just their looks. And I think it would make me feel better about you not committing to that person. I have things that
Well,
I'm
at least he's emotionally intelligent enough to admit that he was self-sabotaging relationships.
I have to do that. I'm ready to commit to somebody.
That is a very common thing to like keep yourself from getting close to somebody. Look for the worst.
Everything, but you know, it's hard to like, I guess, accept that he's gonna be married and he's gonna be off doing his own thing with his wife sometimes. But I say he might come over here, you know, I'm with my wife today. But we already love her. It's okay.
You know, they don't, none of them look alike for them to be siblings. They don't favor at all.
Who should I call first? What's up, bro? I wanted to call you to let you know that you're gonna have a sister-in-law in 14 days.
I like that everybody's family seems so supportive so well, except for Jasmina's.
I'm ready for that. What do you think?
I hope he did get therapy. That's a lot. That's a lot for a person to deal with.
When it comes to having a wife.
It's easy to just hold yourself off and keep trucking instead of working through it. 10:03, Patricia. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what's going on in this episode of No Weddings Are Happening today?
So keep that in mind. Without compromise, you're not gonna get anywhere.
I feel like in this amount of time, 2 people need to get married. 2 couples need to get married.
You okay?
That's what I'm the most, one of the things I'm most nervous about. Compromise is something that's new for me.
We've matched Jasmina and Michael because they're both highly compassionate people who strive for
Jasmine
a
is very
successful,
pretty.
long-lasting marriage. Despite
Oh, the
having
bachelor
grown up with concerns
parties.
of it in their own home,
You
we
probably
believe
right, Benita.
Jasmina's pragmatic nature can help
I'm
her
off
faith
tomorrow,
her
but all
life, while
my
Michael's
plans may cancel
reliability
because it's
is
supposed to
exactly
snow
what
really bad tomorrow
Jasmina
in
needs.
Nashville.
After
Is it really?
years of relationships where she's put in more than she's gotten out.
Did you get snow the other day? I saw that it snowed pretty bad up there. Was it Monday?
Our 5th couple is Alyssa and Chris. Alyssa and Chris are both extremely ambitious people who are looking for a spouse who shares the same drive and determined attitude. We think that together, they will make for an unstoppable match.
Excuse me, 5 couples.
I actually told my wife, I told her that my company was filming a real estate show, so hopefully she's not mad at me about that. We'll see what happens. Hi. Wish you the best of luck. How are you? Good. So,
Mike looks like he's from Boston.
I know that I told
That's
you
some food over
that
here.
this was about real estate.
But I'm hungry, y'all. Y'all gonna have to see me eat. I don't do mukbangs, but I gotta. It's gonna be a live slash mukbang or something.
I am going to be getting married in about 2 weeks.
To who?
That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know her name.
So I'm guessing he didn't tell her he was going through this whole married at first sight process.
I describe myself as a serial monogamist. I'm in a relationship. It's been a few years. invigorated by my hobbies, my career, my life. I play a lot of disc golf. It's just like regular golf, but we're throwing
You know,
discs.
that's something I want is a
I
hobby.
compete and I play at the
Like,
local pro level.
I don't feel like I have anything that I do just because I enjoy doing it.
Flying Disc Association, NIFA. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of women in disc golf. It's not a place that you go maybe for dating.
I gotta find a hobby. What hobbies do y'all have? Y'all know my mom used to do her pottery and such.
I didn't grow up rich or anything, right? I came from a single mother household. And so now I have like a deep down drive to be successful.
I need to find, that's one thing I need to do in 2022. Find a hobby. Find something I do just because I enjoy doing it.
I think I'm still single because my genuine goal is to find somebody that I can spend the rest of my life with. I'm just maybe bad at picking it. I am a guy in that if I'm at a bar and I find somebody attractive, there's a good chance I'm going to be like, hey, let's go out. You want to go out? You want to date?
I really just want to know what that something could be.
Friday night, and then 6 months goes by, and I just wasted 5 months of it.
Yeah, I agree too, Thomas. At least he got help. I'm not artistic like my mother, so I can't draw. I'm not a good painter. I've never tried sculpting, but I don't know if I'd be any good at it.
The person you go to when you're happy and want to share good news.
So I can't think of a
person that is always at the top of your cell phone that you're always
hobby. Now I'm in a part of this professional group,
But I'm ready to build something.
and we do things, but I don't really consider that hobbies. It's something I do more now out of obligation than the pure enjoyment of it.
I'm just nervous that the first day you're going to meet her is going to be at the wedding.
It's reasonable.
And doesn't that scare you a little?
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Well, I'm nervous.
Supposed to get my hair did. Oh well.
This is a crazy way of doing
Yeah, if it gets bad, stay put.
Like an insane way.
Don't get out there driving in it.
But it's doing it to get to what I really do want, and skips a lot of that stuff that I don't want to do, because what almost always ends up happening is I date somebody for a year or two, and it's almost like I end up in these like relationships that are 1 or 2 years long just because of the first person who I thought was good enough, as opposed to like being pickier and saying, what do I really want?
That's because it took you that long to figure out if this was a person you wanted to marry or not. You might go, oh, what have I done when you're standing at the altar? Or she might think that. What are you going to do then if that's what you think?
It's a great question.
I like Desmina too.
Yeah, I know.
I do too.
I decided to get butt injection. Breast augmentation. I was literally put together with glue and tape.
Ooh, did y'all hear that?
Is to say someone's
Did y'all hear this woman say she was put together with glue and tape? Are y'all gonna watch? Ooh.
Changing transformations.
Hey, Michelle stressed how I needed to be mentally prepared.
I can finally put the horror behind me.
Are y'all gonna watch that? I'm gonna watch that. Killer Body by K. Michelle. My goodness, I want to see what this woman said when she was put together by glue and tape.
And put 48-hour freshness and 1/4 moisturizers in. Dove 0% aluminum deodorant. Lasting protection that's kinder on skin.
For all the sniffles, sneezes, and
He had a lot of loss in his life, mama.
ultra soft tissues, made for extra.
Lost a lot of people that were close to him.
Kleenex, for all the moments.
Cold season is back. Bounce back fast with Alka-Seltzer Plus. With 25% more concentrated power. Alka-Seltzer Plus. Oh, what a relief it is. So fast. Also try it for cough, mucus, and congestion.
Wipes, wipes, wipes. Why the waste? Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water with reusable Eco Pad. My cells work like a magnet. Now leave less mascara residue than the leading wipes. With no wipe waste. Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water and reusable Eco Pad by Garnier. Naturally. Discover a new world.
Not picky enough. What does what mean, Mama?
You own every minute of it.
He had a lot of loss in his life. He lost
You can age
his
right
parents and one of his siblings.
Make an entrance with Slim Fast and enjoy all the things you love.
And just, he said he never really dealt with that loss. He just sort of, you know, moved on instead of actually dealing with it. And that's something he needs to work on. I can see how losing that many people close to you gives you some attachment issues. Either it makes you afraid to get too close, or you attach to people so quickly and are afraid to let them go out of the fear of losing them.
Women preferred it to the #1 luxury night serum. With our exclusive antioxidant complex, Age Perfect Midnight Serum reveals millions of new skin surface cells. It does the work while you sleep. See fewer wrinkles, firmer, more radiant, younger looking skin. Every night is a new beginning. New Age Perfect Midnight Serum by L'Oreal Paris. We're worth it.
The DQ Chicken Strip Basket and Rotisserie Style Chicken Bites Basket means you've got chicken choices. Because sometimes you want crispy, and sometimes you want unbreaded, or you thought
Commercial break, y'all. Get your food, get your drinks, get your snacks.
Metastatic breast cancer means
Oh, you talking about the glue and tape, girl? That's what I want to know, Mama. What does she mean she was held together by glue and tape?
women are living longer than
That sounds terrible.
when taken with an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant in postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer.
Those women that had that plastic surgery and it's called killer bodies because they had some type of complication. I had cold, y'all.
This spelling can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat.
Y'all, I had a day.
Serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood
I had a day. I felt like I was running on a hamster wheel today at work. Running, getting nothing done. My internet kept going out. I had to restart a meeting 3 times with one of my people because my internet kept going out. On top of that, I cut my heat on for the first time last night because it was very cold. I haven't ran my air, heat, whatever since like October because it just hasn't been hot enough or cold enough for either one of them. Like if it gets too hot, I just cut a fan on. But I was freezing last night, so I cut my heat on. Y'all, tell me why apparently it was leaking. And my air conditioning unit was leaking. Got the carpet in the room I work in soaking wet. It's been a lot today, y'all. I was so happy that I could do this. Today I had something fun to look forward to. Because today was just not it.
You know, I want to be married. I am just so ready for that step in my life.
My hobby is cooking and traveling. So that's why I'm addicted to you and your mom's channel.
So what are you guys doing in 2 weeks?
It's my birthday. Oh my god, it is your birthday.
Traveling.
Yeah, in 2
I enjoy traveling. Mama's not a traveler. I guess my dad likes to travel. I guess I got that travel bug from him. Because I like to I'll get up and go. I like it. I like to see new places, go fun places, have new experiences. I want to see the world.
Wait, like really? Like in 2 weeks we're getting married. Wait, what do you mean? We're getting married? Wait, yes. Let's talk then. Who's getting married? I'm getting married in 2 weeks.
Is Penelope in your
The
life?
woman was too stunned to speak.
I don't know yet. My husband needs to like animals. I've always loved animals. I rescue dogs and cats and match them with their forever families. But
Hey, are y'all on TikTok and you see that sound? The woman was too stunned to speak.
I feel like I do like a million people. And
Sewing and shopping.
I've been able to find that person.
Sewing and shopping, that sounds fun.
I know that he's out there, someone who's loyal and kind and caring and funny.
Sewing. I like shopping too. Shopping would be a big habit, but my wallet don't allow for that.
Music, but I'm just a country girl now. I love to horseback ride. I love to be on the farm. I here looking like this, and people would never guess all those things about me. So at 30 years old, I did expect that I would be at least engaged by now. I'm literally the only single person out of my friends, and you know, when you see all these other people that have something so special, like you want that.
She's in that
did
shit.
pour my heart and soul into my last relationship.
Yeah, sewing does sound like fun, doesn't it?
When we went to go look at engagement rings, and then one
It does
day
look like
he was
that.
coming home from work, and he was like, "Don't make dinner. We're breaking up."
Wow.
It was literally out of nowhere.
Wow.
I was beyond devastated. You know, my whole life kind of like blew up, you know, right in front of my face. After me and my ex broke up, I had gone on so many dates, and like not one person is anything that I'm looking for. It was like
He
a
really
pattern.
blindsided her.
It seemed like an absurd pattern. So I chose to try
I like that yellow
first
nail.
date and put into the universe like what I want. You know, if you write it down and you say it out loud, like that person will come and find you. This person has like the best personality and is super funny and outgoing and kind and caring and handsome, and he's looking for me. That's the most important part. How do you feel, Mom? Oh my God. It's your only daughter. You know.
True. I know. Yeah, I think you were actually waiting for this moment, and hopefully the experts have really looked into, they know you now, they know what you need, I think, and
Those are some relaxing hobbies, y'all.
this will be forever.
I think so too. If Mom thinks that.
Yeah, right?
Where are they? It looks really pretty. Are they in a vineyard? I want to go to a vineyard.
This was meant to be that Alyssa is marrying a stranger. She's very romantic. She's very loving and giving. And when Alyssa loves, she loves so completely
I like Alyssa's
and
makeup.
so deeply.
It looks good.
And I think it's going to be great. I hate to say this, but what if he doesn't like dogs?
He can. He has to. What if he's allergic to dogs? Oh my God, I'm scared.
We matched Alyssa and Chris because they have so many similarities in what they're looking for in a spouse. Alyssa and Chris are full of ambition, and they're both extremely passionate about their hobbies and are looking for a spouse that has passions as well. Additionally, Alyssa and Chris are both very straightforward communicators. Getting to the root of a problem and tackling it head-on is important to them.
That sounds good.
Even if it involves delivering some tough love. We believe these two strong individuals.
They sound good together on paper. We'll see how they work in real life. Hey, we have 7 people rocking with us. Hey, everybody. I think this is the most people I ever had on live. 7. I don't have a lot of subscribers, so I'm happy to have this many.
Our 10 singles are just days away from taking the biggest risk.
It's not good when you work at home at all. It was so stressful. Thankfully, my vet, he was very understanding, very kind, because if he got real frustrated, I couldn't say I blame him. I was very frustrated by it.
Nice to meet you, Mike.
I'm Lindsay with an E. Okay, I'm not the drug problem.
Marrying a stranger is far from ordinary. And our hope is that these men and women will be able to encourage and support each other during this crazy new chapter of their lives.
Hey, guys.
Coupon Queen.
I'm so excited. I haven't been nervous once. This is a piece of cake.
Yeah?
I gave you this 4 years ago. So I came to Boston 4 years ago, and I went to the first casting, and it was like all the guys. And I got like the call was like, we didn't find a match. And I'm like, man.
You went through that much of a process twice, man. I was stressing out.
Just put it at the altar. Like, I'm ready to go.
You're not nervous.
No.
He said, just put it at the altar. He ready to go. Okay, then.
It was like really like a go-getter. Like my nickname's like.
I made pillows, curtains, and table runners before my
Mark is your classic New England guy. I want to hang out with Mark.
Hello,
He's got great energy.
Ovata?
I got a nickname, Mark the Shark.
Thank you for joining us.
I'm definitely 30.
I just turned 30.
All right, welcome. It's the best.
I'm 29. I'm turning 30 in November.
33. Oh, you're 33? Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, what did everyone say about like their age when they were
pretty much free range for what they could look like.
No.
I said no belly, no baby
But
teeth.
that's good though.
No belly, no baby teeth.
Chiclets.
Have you dated somebody with baby teeth before?
No, because that's a thing.
I've never called them baby teeth. I personally refer to them as lowercase teeth.
I mean, yeah, that is actually important.
The biggest thing I gotta let y'all know is definitely what finding attraction is huge. If
Yeah, I don't like people with lowercase teeth either. Like lowercase, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, really, would you go up to somebody if you wasn't attracted to them?
No, but I hear that personality. I'm
Yeah, so you really gotta move with your heart and not your vision. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the thing. What if like I'm not her type?
That's what I'm most nervous about. I'm more concerned that the decisions I've made in my life won't be attractive to her. That she'll say, I don't like him, I don't like what he looks like, I don't like what he does for work, whatever, his personality. I'm more nervous about that.
Thinking about this, here's my biggest fear, right? If it's uncomfortable or awkward,
Just call me.
do whatever you can.
I'm like, Steve, we gotta go out and get another drink.
How did all your parents react? Are they supportive or?
I mentioned it to my mom before I even.
You did.
I was like, say if I was to do this. She was like, I know, like I think you're always gonna make like the best decision.
Which I think attraction is very much important too. You got to be attracted to the person who you're with. If that attraction isn't there, really just nothing else is going to work for a lot of people.
Are you about to cry?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, someone get her. What's going on?
People think unusual circumstances means complicated taxes. But for a TurboTax Live expert like me,
How much do you think they get paid? Because the people that are like on Married at First Sight, they aren't like the people that have been on it for a while. They're still living their regular lives. They still go to work every day. Like they're not, they didn't hit a lick off the show. You know what I mean? So what do you think they get paid to be on the show?
enjoy TurboTax Live.
Dove 0% is different. We left aluminum out and put 48-hour freshness and 1/4 moisturizers in. Dove 0% aluminum deodorant, lasting protection that's kinder on skin.
There are lots of ways to love that chicken from Popeyes. Like our sandwich and our nuggets. Both are marinated for 12 hours. And freshly
Love
made,
that
so
chicken
every
from
bite is crunchy
Popeyes.
and juicy. Get them today for only $3.99.
So, day 5 of my keto journey, y'all. Am I no eating out for the month of January fast? So far, so good. So far, I haven't broke keto. So far, I haven't, or cheated on keto. So far, I haven't eaten out. So, day 5,
Hey, it's me.
we're doing well.
Skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides and CeraVe. They help
I will let
restore
y'all
my
know
barrier
at the
so
end
I
of the
can walk
first
in moisture.
week
We've gotta have each other's backs. CeraVe.
how much I've lost, if I've lost anything at all
Skincare brand.
in my first week. One thing I can say, I've had a headache today and yesterday. And when you're doing keto, you do go through a thing called the Keto Flu. So I'm kind of wondering if this headache I have is me sort of going through the keto flu. I remember the first time I had it, or I went through it, I was like, oh my gosh, I think I'm about to pass out. But it's like when your body switches from burning carbs for fuel to fat, which is one of the reasons you lose weight on keto. It's because, your body uses carbs as your energy storage. So when you need energy, instead of burning the carbs, it's now burning the fat. Which is one of the reasons people lose weight kind of quickly on it. Some people. But I'm wondering if that's what my headache is. I don't think Alyssa's husband is a good choice. Chris seems to lack compassion. Chris seems very insecure to me. I think he will self-sabotage in some ways. I think he will seek a lot of affirmation and validation from her. And she doesn't seem the type to like that.
So go wild, burger lover. Avocado, jalapenos, and no onions. Wait, avocado grilled jalapenos. Oat bacon
Excuse me.
and creamy pepper sauce.
Do y'all have Whataburgers where y'all are?
We'll make it. Whataburger.
I love
Just
Whataburger.
like you like it.
I like that my plan is built just for me. With the new WW
I would have loved to see some of the stuff you made, T. Thomas.
Enter your goals, the foods you love, and why it fits into your lifestyle. You don't have to eat diet food. I can enjoy the things that I really love, like wine, cheese. You can add points for eating vegetables or being active. I lost 26 pounds and I feel incredible.
The all-new WW Personal Points Program. Join today for 50% off at WW.com. Hurry, offer ends January 10th.
The most anticipated Lifetime movie event. Monica, let me introduce you to your assistant, Simone Hicks. You two actually look alike.
I did a background check on her. She's crazy. That's some single black female type trouble. How did she get into my husband?
They do look a lot alike.
April Riley, Raven Goodwin, single black female. Premiere Saturday, February 5th.
I'm gonna watch that too. Lowercase to guess what I call it. And if they have like the big gums and the small teeth, I say they have like uppercase gums and lowercase teeth. I didn't know what the actual term for it is, and that's the only way I could think to describe it.
I worked so hard at trying to have my mom
You know?
be part of the wedding day and invite her and like be there for me. And she's like hanging a carrot in front of me and having me chase it, you know? I'm so envious of these women who have these moms who would support them. I don't have that, and it's heartbreaking.
Yes, our
It's sad.
families are supportive, but it's not always like what you think it is. Like, my mom is supportive, but she's my stepmom. I don't have a relationship with my biological mom, you know? But that's not important to me because I still have my stepmom.
Yeah. You got your chosen family.
Every family has their stuff. Every family, so.
That's true.
I just like feel for you so much.
Oh, that's interesting with Jasmina.
So much to me.
Her mother's her stepmother. You know, I say that all the time. I feel like step parents get so much slack, but I know so many people that wouldn't have a mom or have a dad at all if it wasn't for a stepmom or dad. So like, step parents are important.
What made you decide
Step parents are sometimes the only parents people have.
decide to marry a stranger?
I don't have a problem meeting women, but my friends call me Facebook crook. Because I try to meet these girls through Facebook, and you meet somebody, they put on this persona on the internet.
Do you think they get that much, Patricia?
This is like catfish almost. You just look like that person. So in my past, I'll be honest with you guys.
T. Thomas said she gonna email you some pictures, Mom, of her stuff. That's
college,
cool.
I had like multiple names. They just call me Isaac because that's how much I was running around and whatever.
I was thinking they got more like 10, 15, Patricia.
I feel like guys with girlfriends always try and talk to me. I always find out they have a girlfriend. I was dating this guy and everything was like going good. And then
Oh, I hear that Boston accent coming out of Katina now.
Come to find out, he's in a 9-year relationship. He got this other girl and then me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I'm like, what is going on here? Does it say like side chick on my forehead? Because I'm not signing up for this.
I'm really gonna put in an effort. This is the most I've ever put into a relationship. Yes, a relationship. It's good, man. You gotta mature. I'm at that level in my life, man. It's time for me to settle down and find me an old good girl, you know? You know, this is a beautiful opportunity to meet the love of your life. It's huge.
And for you too, to like you said, be vulnerable.
Yeah, I'm being
To
very vulnerable.
go all in and be like, this is who O is.
Yes.
You know, I kind of like to see that though, because you know, often men try to make it seem like it's only women that desire the wife, the family, but clearly men desire those things too. They do have a biological clock as well.
So me and my ex, we dated for 2.5 years, and I was making him dinner, and he came home from work and broke up with me out of nowhere.
That's the worst.
So I got out of that and realized, like, I just want to find my person, and I started saying it out loud, like, I want to find my husband, I don't want to date anymore, like, please bring me my guy, and I would say it every single day, and
Make a list.
here I am.
I've been
multiple relationships going all the way back to college that were multiple years most of the time. So dated a girl for a year, dated a girl for 2 years, 3 years. I was looking for long term, but I never found the right person.
I'm the type of person where I can't date someone for like a long period of time if it's not gonna go down for marriage.
I was thinking that too.
I meet people like,
I was like, why were you with them for that long if you weren't, if you knew they weren't the one? It didn't take you that long to realize, I don't really like her like that. It sounds like you like to waste people's time.
Wife is gonna have to be ready.
It sounds like Chris likes to waste people's time.
Someone that is no BS. So I hope that she's able to see that and see it as a positive as opposed to something that's like makes her nervous. So I think I'm on the opposite
I
end.
had to tweet that.
I am picky to where like I'll meet someone, they're great, and I'll find like one little thing.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna work.
How is this gonna work for you?
You ordered your steak. Which one?
Yeah. My God, like who cuts food like that?
Right.
I don't know what it's gonna be. Mike, I'm dying to hear with the things that he picks apart. I feel like with Mike, he might like somebody really outgoing because it might help him get out. I don't know if he's in a shell where he's shy and quiet and reserved.
With this process, it's kind of for me to prove to myself.
It forces you.
Exactly.
Stay in a situation.
Exactly.
I never thought that I would be doing something like this. I'm pretty private when it comes to
What was
my
that?
personal life.
I feel like something just fell on me.
I realized with my past relationships, I've always dated men who are like emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
And they're the worst. Yeah, I just always felt like I was always that girl that men had to go through to get it right.
Oh, so you were the person to fix them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
stunning.
Jasmina.
She captures your breath when she walks in a room, and she's like also my coping princess. So, Jasmina, I just think she's a knockout. Oof. I know 100% that when her husband walks down the aisle and sees her at the other end, he's gonna have no qualms about it.
Does everybody have a pet?
I have a Shih Tzu.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a total Kelly.
Oh, I'm a dog person.
You like dogs?
Yeah.
Okay, now who trying to get married with some baby teeth? He needs to get them fixed for
Doing it for like over 10 years.
You're really passionate about it. How many dogs do you have in your house?
I just have one of my own.
God forbid they set me up with a man with a small dog. And a penis to match. Can you imagine? Oh, that dog wouldn't stand a chance. I would just like Bigfoot it. So bad.
Lindsay
Oh.
is definitely a lot. I feel like I'm the complete opposite of her. Like I'm very quiet, and I don't know if I see me and her being like best friends.
Oh, personality clash between Elisa and Lindsay.
Like my apartment with like my roommate, and I'm getting 2. So everyone I've met has been allergic to. And then I had a coworker move in with me. She brought a cat. So like to tell her, hey, what's up? I got 3 cats.
I'm off the table. I'm allergic to cats.
You're allergic to cats.
Not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
Not gonna work.
I will bring them when we get together.
Are you guys gonna consummate your marriage? A wedding up? Absolutely not for me. I have no tendency either. I need emotional connection.
One of your wife wants to consummate the marriage the first night.
The way I see it, if the energy's there, the energy is gonna happen.
If I want to date her, if I'm like, yes, she's my type, I wouldn't feel bad.
She wants to go all in, you're going all in.
Paula, kids in 8 weeks. Decision day.
Kids in 8 weeks. A decision day, baby. Oh, terrible.
Through what I've been doing, that's all I've been doing. So, sexual relation, I don't really care for that right now. And this is the first time in a long time I'm really gonna try to get to know somebody. So, mentally, I think I might judge her. And I don't know. I just don't know how I'll feel.
If it's the last time for our first time, then I'm just gonna, you know what I mean, slow play it and enjoy the experience. So I'm in no rush.
So, would you have
A last time for the, a first time for the last time.
be the first one? Definitely not me.
No.
Her, she's quiet. Wow.
I feel like it might be you.
It's definitely
What? Like, do I come off crazy? I don't know, but it's hard to say how I'll feel on my wedding day.
Why is this room so bright? Where are they at? Why is there a bright lime green kitchen? That does not seem like it's conducive for a relaxing eating environment. You know, there's like colors to like eating, like colors that encourage hunger, and I'm pretty sure that is not one of them.
Kind Sisters premieres Saturday, February 12th, only on Lifetime.
Ooh, Papa John's just took their fresh
Commercial break.
dough and ham stretched it New York style. So you can fold it or not. I ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's.
All the serums out there, this is the number one in the world. Revitalift hyaluronic acid serum.
What?
from L'Oreal.
What
Series
a
with
burger.
to visibly replenish skin
Patricia,
and
what
reduces
a
wrinkles.
burger.
Effective for all skin tones. Revitalift hyaluronic acid serum from L'Oreal Paris.
Yes, they do. Both of my sons have daughters because they just really wanted to be married and they had have at least one child.
For softer clothes that are gentle on
Yep.
your skin, try Downy Free and Gentle. Just pour into the rinse dispenser.
Yep. They try to make it seem like it's just for women, but no, men definitely want wives and families too.
Fluffier and gentler on your skin. Try Downy Free and Gentle. Recognized by the National Psoriasis Foundation and National Eczema Association.
Ooh, the yawns are coming, y'all.
Why the waste? Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water with reusable Eco Pad. My cells work like a magnet. Now leave less mascara residue than the leading wipes. With no wipe waste. Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water and reusable Eco Pad by Garnier. Naturally. At VisionWorks, we want you to feel safe.
Commercial break. Make sure you get your snacks and your drinks and
Keep
such.
at home in your is more of a You have 100 days to change your mind. That's the VisionWorks difference. VisionWorks. See the difference.
What am I looking at here?
This is what great sleep looks like.
Tell me more.
It's called the Purple Mattress. The Purple grid is made from a hyperelastic polymer that responds to...
Have y'all heard of those purple mattresses? I heard that they are amazing, but they are very expensive. But gosh, I've heard everybody that has one say they just adore it.
Too cold. Sleep better this new year with free sheets and pillows when you buy a select mattress at purple.com.
Like even restaurants though, mama. Restaurants have like, most restaurants have similar colors if you ever notice on the inside because it promotes like an environment for eating.
Delivered straight to your door and takes only 30 minutes.
But yeah, hamburger places are typically certain colors for that reason too.
Use code TV120 for $120 off at marleyspoon.com.
You got a grandson now. I can't believe you haven't met him yet.
This commercial makes me think of those little rocking chairs my mama got my nieces when they were little. They had like little kitty rocking chairs. They were so cute.
Why buy boring? Medusa lived with a hideous curse. I mean, the whole turning people to stone thing was a bit of a buzzkill, right? So she ordered sunglasses with prime one day delivery.
Indeed, Prince.
People realise she's actually hilarious once you get to know her. Ugh, that's it. I was asking a friend. Change everything. Chase first banking.
Right, who wants to be lonely to Thomas? Nobody. Everybody wants a partner, eventually. Well, most people. Some people don't, but most people.
Practice earning every day. With a debit card just for them, they'll learn smart spending firsthand. While you monitor and set account alerts. And using their own Chase mobile app, they can set big savings goals, all with no monthly service fee. Chase First Banking.
With less than 2 weeks until
Wedding
the
dress
single marry
shopping.
complete strangers, the stakes are higher than ever to make a dynamic first impression. Getting the perfect wedding attire locked in is a big decision for anyone getting married. But when you don't know who's going to meet you at the altar, that decision
begin to imagine.
Lindsay and Mark kind of have similar features.
For our wedding.
Perfect.
Y'all think?
I'm the groom.
All right. When's the wedding?
Less than 2 weeks.
Okay.
No time to waste.
Apparently not.
Hello. How are you? Oh my gosh, this is so pretty.
What's the pink wedding dress?
I like that.
I always said I would have like a non-traditional wedding dress. But who knows? When the time comes, I may want all the tradition. But in my head, it would always be like non-traditional. I never cared if it was like pink or gold or, you know, some color like that.
In my wildest dreams.
Something that nobody would expect for a wedding dress. Like, that would be the dress I want. In my head, in theory.
Insane, but I'm really excited.
You're smiling.
I know, and it's such all the dresses. Like, look at this. It's got like little slits.
Is this different than last year when you were picking out a dress?
Yeah, she's moving on up. This feels special. I'm really excited.
Like Marilyn, did y'all watch last season? Did y'all see Marilyn's wedding dress? I thought that was beautiful. Like, that was right up my alley. Now, her dress was white, but the differentness of it, the style of it, that was right up my alley.
I thought would be my vision.
Very covered, yet still very sexy, but you ain't like
This is the first one.
boobs all out, butt all out, you know what I mean? But still very different, not your traditional looking wedding gown.
I've been given
You
the
know?
ultimate gift. A groom who's already gonna be there for sure this time. Like, oh, I think this is.
I bet when they
gonna
get
be
sick, they will
definitely
understand why they really need a partner.
It looks so nice.
You do look so
Nice
nice.
girl.
Yeah, that might be deceiving.
I know.
That might be deceiving.
What do we want this guy not to be like? Oof. He's not gonna have baby teeth.
See, like, that dress is pretty, but like,
That's all I asked for.
it's not for me. It's very
She has had
traditional.
some quite the duds along the way, but I feel like I would know. She's just such a strong person that it's hard to keep up with her. He can't be boring.
A little boring is okay. Lindsay could use a simmer.
What size is this for the shark daddy?
Shark daddy.
The pecking plants might not fit.
Me and my wife is a big
See, now,
first impression.
when I get married, I'm be more concerned with what the groomsmen are wearing. Because I know I'm going to look good. And I know my friends going to come through.
Wanted to get married for many, many years.
But what y'all going to look like?
First time around.
Y'all got to get it together.
They didn't find a match. I think it made it harder to just believe
And
that.
I can be,
Meet somebody that's exactly
you know, avant-garde in my dress, but you need to look a certain way. You gotta match my aesthetic. Don't come with no gold jacket, no red jacket. Leave that to me. Leave the oh my gosh to me. Like, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Leave the R factor to me.
You like the red one?
We were just checking.
Yeah, you don't want it to run off the altar.
The altar.
This one is very pretty, but this doesn't feel as bridal. to
See,
me.
I like that. And see, and I guess she said it doesn't feel as bridal. And see, look, that's the one I like.
It's gonna shower me timbers. Get ready.
Funny.
Over someone's timbers.
Yeah, hopefully. Not on the wedding night though. What do we need to warn the husband about on the wedding day?
I know Mama won't probably try to get me covered up to my neck, but nope, not gonna happen, Nene. Not gonna happen, Nene. I'm gonna want me with some long sleeves and a collar up here.
Hey, Dad.
And I'm gonna want the V-neck bedazzled,
What do you think?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
low back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
See, that's pretty.
I like this one.
Very non-traditional, right? Very pretty. I like that. Still bridal, but not traditional. Not the gown you expect to see. I like that. That is pretty.
I think so.
That's it.
This is it. This is it. The dress, baby. Cheers, Lindsay. Thank you. This is the dress. I'm gonna meet my husband.
Very nice. Has that traditional feel, but still a hint of sexy to it. but everything's covered.
What do you think?
Nothing's hanging all out.
I'm hoping that she's
That's
gonna
exactly
just
what I
match
mean.
his personality and just
He's the sweetest. As long as the other
No, I don't
individual
plan on
is
being a
just as
bridezilla.
compassionate as him and loving and caring, it's gonna work out.
I don't want that stress in my life.
Dude,
So you guys like it?
I think your mom will like it.
What about my wife?
it looks nice. It looks nice. You got a couple more to try?
Yeah.
Best case scenario,
Why she just sitting around in a dress like that?
I have a family. I live happily ever after, and I get everything that I've dreamed about inside my heart, but I've been too afraid to speak out loud. I think, like, damn it, I might actually just get that. It's gonna take work. Yeah. I hope he's good looking. I hope they didn't do me wrong.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, see, it's suave, debonair. And see, if he wore that, even though her dress is very avant-garde, those pictures gonna be so cute. They will look great standing next to each other. And see, this is what I mean. Like, you gotta put it together. Leave that to me, cause all I can do is make you look better. But you can't be standing next to me looking crazy and all these bright colors taken away from my avant-gardens.
How do you feel
He
about
does
this
look like a
second
husband.
chance?
He looks very
Well,
nice.
the first time around,
Very,
I was
very
pretty
nice.
excited because mom, dad, and Nana were gonna be there. But then I didn't get picked, and that was kind of rough. It was kind of like you got dumped to your face. But having this chance and thinking more about where my parents are today, without my dad and my grandmother in the place she's in, my best friend's mom said, "I think she's holding on until you find someone." Like your mother
Maymay
said,
said she will not be
kids,
present
they might not make it through the
at
summer
my
or
wedding.
this year.
Well,
So I think
oh well.
having the chance to
I'll send you
show
some
her
pictures.
this is my wife.
It ain't about you that day, Maymay. It's about me and whoever the husband will be.
Finale, you know, for like that part of their life. So, yeah, it's a lot of emotions going into this.
Oh, you mean if I'm a bridezilla? Oh, I won't be a bridezilla. I'm not worried about that. I thought you were talking about if I show up in that type of dress. No, I wouldn't be a bridezilla. I don't want that amount of stress.
Just not always the same kind. Maybe you just need a little. Maybe you need a lot.
I don't want to be worried about a thing. I want a great wedding planner that can get it done. I just run you a check, and I walk in and everything's exactly how I want it.
The expert tax help you need, online and in person. Help is here.
When you really need to sleep, you reach for the really good stuff. New ZQL Ultra helps you sleep better and longer when you need it most. It's not a habit forming.
I think their weddings are going to be outside this year. I love outdoor weddings.
There are lots of ways to love
You know, there's so many things that can go wrong with them, but I love them.
marinated for 12 hours and freshly prepared, so every bite is crunchy and juicy. Get them today for only $3.99.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Why is La Roche-Posay recommended by over 90,000 dermatologists worldwide? Because we bring you effective skincare that makes a difference. Like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer with dermatologist recommended ingredients.
What did y'all think about Lindsay's dress choice?
Double action helps repair skin's protective barrier after 1 hour and provide 48
Let's see what they're saying on Twitter.
So no matter your skin type, even sensitive, you can have healthy looking skin with La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer.
Whatever gives you life, there's a Life Cuisine meal for you. Like the Life Cuisine mac and broccoli bowl, full of cheesy goodness and 20 grams of protein. So you can thrive your way. Feed your best life. Life Cuisine.
Decadent Slim Fast Keto Fat Bomb Peanut Butter Cup Candy. 0 added sugar, 2 net carbs. Have one, and then another. Lose weight fast and keep it off. Text Keto app to 44123 to download the free app.
William Hayes is here to help find what his customers need.
Have you tried GoodRx?
And that includes helping them find the best prices on medications at their pharmacy with
She had a real wife that she don't
$60 a
cook.
month.
Does Mark
GoodRx.
maybe have a thyroid issue? His eyes have me thinking this can't be normal. What did y'all think about Mike's eyes? He does have those piercing blue eyes.
Hey, you see my glasses?
This season has glaring family. It does. This season does have a lot of family issues. I wonder how that's going to play out with the couples.
It has built-in technology
Lindsay needs no alcohol or drugs. She is one person walking party. She says she doesn't like coffee because it's too much of a stimulant. Oh, I can get that
When
too.
internet and voice are how your work connects to the world, nothing less than 99.9%
Oh, excuse me.
reliability will do.
Start saving for your wedding now, Britt. They can be very expensive. That's why you have a mama and a daddy and a husband family. Be times. But yeah, I'm joking. I'm joking with that. Kinda joking with that. Remember when what I always tell you, treat people how you want to be treated. Yeah, I wouldn't be unnecessarily mean. I have been in weddings with bridezillas, y'all. I have no intention of being a bridezilla. It just don't cost all of that. It don't take all of that. I just want it to be pretty. I want to look cute. I want everybody in the wedding to look real cute. I want the reception's gonna be real cute, real, Then the announcement gets made. All children and people over a certain age leave because now the after party has started. And me and my friends are gonna turn up and it's gonna be a party. Yeah. After party after a wedding. My friend had one of those at her wedding. Like her wedding was like she had the traditional reception that was all cute and traditional. And then the announcement was made and the after party started. The DJ cranked up. We changed clothes and everybody started dancing. It was just a party and it was so much fun. And I was like, oh, I gotta have this when it's my turn. Good night, mama. I'm getting sleepy too, y'all. I'm gonna give this a few more minutes. And
Definitely nervous, but
ooh.
I'm really fly for my wife.
Ooh. You know how mad I would be if my husband showed up with a green shirt and a burgundy and black jacket? Ooh, I'd be mad. Like you just showed me you don't know how to put that stuff on. And I don't like that. I don't like that.
I'm like, what are you doing right now?
I'm nervous for you.
You think I'm ready?
Think you'll be fine. But you're a person sometimes when things get frustrating, you might shut down. You looking at me, I'm right. You shut down sometimes. That's just what it is. You shut down sometimes. But when you have someone you love, you can't do those things. You have to let her know how you feel.
I don't want to fall into the same traps or the same hurdles that didn't work in my last relationships. I just want everything to just work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want everything to just be perfect.
You gotta know how to put that on. Now, granted, I may not look like much right now. I know how to put it on. You feel me? When I get dressed up now, I'm cute. I do say so myself. And we gotta look like we're going to the same place. I hate. Oh, that was my Valentine's date this year. Just before I met my boyfriend. I just felt like we didn't even look like we were going to the same place. And I hate it. I feel like we never looked like we were going to the same place.
The last few men that I've dealt with, there were infidelity.
Our version of dressed up and our version of dressed casually were very different.
I moved on. Anything that I've been through in my past has just made me a stronger person. And so I just want to feel very beautiful and powerful in this dress. And I want my husband to know what he's getting, up front the first time he sees me. I want to try this one. It's like simple. Yeah. Don't call me simple. Okay. You shouldn't even connect it. I like it.
This is it. I really like this a lot.
Yeah.
Like, this is it.
But yeah, that's definitely it, man. Do it.
I feel confident in this. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I feel regal. Yeah, I feel like
It's giving you what?
it's giving me husband. It's giving me life partner. So death do us part.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Keep going.
It's giving me I do. It's like the very first time I get to see myself really looking like somebody's husband.
I mean, what y'all thinking about
Michael's
Michael's suit, y'all? What y'all thinking about it? It's not giving what it's supposed to have gave, in my opinion.
I'm gonna be next to her on that altar, but more than anything, I want to be confident. So my confidence.
Also, I'm pretty sure Jasmina is taller than him. Do you think that'll play a problem in the marriage?
I would like a drum roll, please.
See, that's cute. Yeah, that has some bam to it.
And I always dreamed about finding my wedding dress and
See, I like that.
So I'm excited that that's finally coming true. I feel like
Got that little non-traditional to it with the illusion lace.
I'm just tired of being that person that men have to go through for their next relationship to be successful. And I'm ready for
I wonder if she chooses something else. It's cute. Yeah. You know, the more I look at it, the more I don't like it.
It's absolutely stunning. It's got a wow factor. Look at you looking like a bride. I do. I definitely feel like a bride in here.
Oh, those are gloves. Oh.
Seriously crying? Oh my god. It's just, I'm overwhelmed. There's so many emotions with you getting married. I think that what he's been through has made marriage so important. No.
Because she's beautiful. Jasmina is true.
Yeah, that won't catch me crying. I know that Jasmine is going to be a very loving wife, very supportive, but my biggest fear for
She could be like a model.
Is that he doesn't want to be married and the marriage fails. I'm worried about who he is because I definitely don't want the type of men that she has dealt with in the past.
You know,
Drama.
I like that one better. I like that one much better than that last one.
Just thinking about picture myself walking down the aisle. Question of the
Very classic, very beautiful. It looks good on her.
This is my dress. I'm choosing this one. So this is the one. This is the one we get married in.
What are y'all thinking of Jasmina's
You
dress?
feel like a bride. Oh,
I like that one a lot better than the other one. The more I looked at the other one, I didn't like it.
100% ready for a husband and a full-time marriage. With this dress, I know I'm going to walk down the aisle being confident and being happy and
As tall as she is, that's like the perfect silhouette.
clear mind, clear head, positive vibes. That's right. Throw it out to the universe. So.
Oh, and it's pink. Still has that bit of a different factor to it. Okay, cute.
Burgundy and gold.
Really?
Yeah.
It makes sense because I feel regal in it. I feel like a king.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Now, with y'all seeing her pink dress, again, why I said leave the drama, leave the oomph to me. How do y'all think they will look next to each other with her wearing a pink dress and him wearing that burgundy suit? Y'all see what I'm saying now? They're gonna clash.
Like I envisioned it. And
They will clash.
I always thought my mom would be there. Grandma will be there. And I'm gonna be happy, wholeheartedly happy, because I feel like, and I think you guys can agree that she would have wanted this. I can just feel it. I can just feel that she would want this to happen to me. So it's like another reason why I'll be able to walk in with my chest high. You know what I mean? Because I know in my heart that she would want this. So if she sees me in this suit, when my wife sees me in this suit, like, I feel like it's gonna be perfect.
You should have recorded something on his camera.
January 15.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna break down this damn door.
A Lifetime original movie.
These rooms are built like
Here comes my estate.
Directed by Boris Karloff.
How long can you kick go for?
Safe Room premieres Saturday, January 15th today. Only on
story changes from one day to the next. Try Eucerin Advanced Repair and switch. It doubles your skin's moisture and repairs dry skin over time. So tomorrow can be a different story. Eucerin, recommended and used by dermatologists.
Whether it's a last second bake sale, Taco Tuesday, or a meal for your future in-laws, it's gonna be great. With McCormick by your side for over 130 years, it's gonna be great.
There are lots of ways to love that chicken from Popeyes. Like our sandwich and our nuggets. Both are marinated for 12 hours and freshly prepared, so every bite is crunchy and juicy. Get them today for only $3.99.
Huh, is that true? Geico's been saving folks money for 85 years? Yeah, that's right. Wait, so if Geico's 85, that makes you...
Hello, Elizabeth.
85 years old. I mean,
I agree with you, Thomas. I like that second dress better.
No, I was not. Do I look 85? What? No. You look young. You look young for however old you are.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
Discover Blue Diamond. It makes everything unbelievably easy. Infused with millions of diamonds, thousands of 5-star reviews, relentlessly tough. Best of all, nothing sticks to it. Big messes simply breeze through. Get Blue Diamond at these retailers.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides and CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs. CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist.
That girl just asked, do you think Jasmine is going to be attracted to Mike on Twitter? I don't.
T-Mobile with their great phone deals for everyone every day, including
I do
customers on
not.
Sprint. Tell us more, Diane.
New and existing customers on the Magenta Max plan can trade up to the new iPhone 13 Pro, and T-Mobile will pay for it. Customers can also get a free year of Apple TV Plus. I know you love tech.
This girl said, I am not a matchmaker, but it just seems to send this tall woman down the aisle to a man that's disappointingly short. People say what they want. This matters unless she specifically says she's okay with somebody shorter than her, which she did not. I don't know about Michael and Jasmina. Maybe they could be another Woody and Amani. This guy said, I can't believe they set up Jasmina with his short A word. He didn't want a woman taller than him, and she didn't want a midget. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment.
Is different.
Whew.
We left aluminum out and put 48-hour freshness and 1/4 moisturizers in. Dove 0% aluminum deodorant, lasting protection that's kinder on skin.
I'm a maniac, check my jaws. My thoughts smell so much fresher than before.
Try Gain Flings and you'll be a maniac too. The only detergent with Oxy-Boost and Febreze.
At Intracellular Therapies, we're inspired by our circle. A circle that includes our researchers, driven by our award-winning science, who uncover new medicines to treat mental illness. It includes the compassionate healthcare professionals, the dedicated social workers, and the supportive peer counselors we work with to help improve and even change people's lives. Moving from mental illness to mental wellness starts in our circle. This is Intracellular.
Yeah, I'm not liking that burgundy at all. I'm not a big fan of colorful wedding dresses. I love white, cream, off-white. See, I'm okay with it being a different color. I'm not to say I don't like the white and the traditional, but now I've seen like black and red wedding dresses. Now maybe not that avant-garde for me personally, but I've seen them and they are beautiful. But they're like a gold, bronzy gold. I think it would look really good on me. Pink, I do that. Silver, like Cynthia from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That silver wedding dress she had, everything tends across the board.
And just let loose one last time before we settle down for the rest of our lives.
Okay, Lindsay acts like she's from Boston. She definitely acts like a Boston lady.
It's just nice to have the camaraderie of the other guys together, share this moment. We're all married and a stranger in a few days. So it's just a surreal feeling. And I am so ready for marriage. I can't wait.
Oh, they brought their friends with them to their bachelorette party. That's fun. It's good that they were able to bring their friends. Make it a real bachelorette party.
Lindsay is a firecracker. You really don't know what is going to happen with her.
Small world of often, so I wonder which one your husband looks like.
She really needs a husband who can handle her.
I can't wait to meet her. This is going to be the greatest love story ever told. I get a kiss on New Year's Eve. I haven't had a kiss on New Year's ever.
Really?
Been in between.
He has never had a kiss on New Year's.
Great New Year's.
Oh my God. All Marcus ever wanted was this night. This night
Wow.
makes his dreams come true. And I just hope that she'll be there.
When are these weddings taking place? I know it happened in 2021.
I was just thinking, like, the bartender I had at dinner the other night was so cute, and I probably should have, like...
Yeah, it happened in 2021.
I was ready to...
But before November. So I'm guessing, and the weddings are outside. So maybe September-ish? That's why I'm guessing when the weddings happen. Yeah, I'm going to assume the weddings happen around September. Oh, he got his face on a girl's booty cheeks.
I think O is having a blast. I think O is in the comfort zone. But get out of your system. Because this ain't happening when you get married.
So you've never used sex toys?
I've used it once and I didn't like it. Tina, come on, you don't want to spice it up. I'm just not into, like, that whole, like, no, you're not gonna pick, no, we're not doing all that. I'm not that creepy, I promise you.
Okay, he's in the zone. Okay. Ooh, what do y'all think about that? Oluwan and Katina are looking less and less matchy.
So, like, happy, like, I'm really just ready to meet him. Like, I just know the person who's standing at the other side of the door of this is, like, really, like, my soulmate.
What are you hoping for, though? I'm hoping for a girl that's my partner. Somebody I can bring to the strip club. Have that confidence. I need to go smack her butt.
See, he's weird. You want a traditional wife, but you want to take her to the strip club. You see what I mean? You see what I mean about these guys that say they want the traditional wife, but they want to do all this non-traditional stuff? Hey, Nikki! Thank you for watching. Thanks for joining our watch party. We're watching Married at First Sight. So turn to Lifetime if you are not already watching it. Nikki also has a YouTube channel, guys. Lipstick in My Coffee. Y'all click on her channel. Go like, share, subscribe, and support her channel as well. You want a stripper that waits on him hand and foot, T. Thomas.
Stranger, we're meeting at the altar, right? This is not something you just dive into. Let's say we had sex early. From that point on, it could either be this was awesome or this was wrong. Or it could go how it goes. Now what?
You have to build some tension.
Yeah, anticipation.
I'll be like, all right, let's do this.
You can't be too quick with this, alright? Because the kid know what you want is
What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking about these bachelor and bachelorette parties? Let me know.
So, what are you expecting is gonna happen at the altar? I'm hoping that he was to hold my hand. Don't shove your tongue down my throat fast. The message from my husband, it would just be to get ready for all of this because I'm ready for all of that. And I just can't wait to meet you and just hug you and smell you.
I'm trying to stay positive, but right now I'm overthinking it.
Tweeting.
Just thinking about every single scenario and how it can go right and how it can go wrong.
Do you think it's fear? Do you think it's...
It's 100% fair. To be vulnerable with somebody, 100%.
Mike is a good guy. He deserves love. You know, he's got to break through his barriers or his fears. And I don't think this is ideal.
I do not think Jasmine and Mike are gonna like each other. I think he's gonna like her. She's not gonna like him.
So we have to be able to talk. We have to be able to keep each other up to date on things and talk about our emotions and stuff like that.
I feel like in your past relationships, you hide your insecurity. You hide, your emotions.
It's not just this easy decision to
Mike's friend is a cutie pie though.
But I understand that I need to do that in order to get what I'm looking to get out of a relationship, out of a marriage, out of life. It doesn't make it any easier.
It looks like they're having fun this bachelorette party. This looks like the most bachelorette party, actual, bachelorette party I've seen on the show in a while.
Jasmina looks like Naomi Campbell. She's just like gorgeous. Noi is your wild card. Y'all thought I was gonna be your wild card, but spoiler alert, it's always when you don't think. Katina, I love it. She is personality. She knows what she wants. And I think she's gonna be very interesting to watch.
Katina. I think Katina is a YouTuber, right? Didn't they say that in the last episode that she's a YouTuber?
What's her name?
Does anybody see her? Does anybody recognize her?
I'm just happy to sit in the corner with my friends and chit chat and that's
So Elisa's not the partier.
change that.
She's
Offered many shots today and that's just not for me. And I'm like, no thank you. What if he's a big party boy? I feel like you need a guy that's kind of
Elisa's not the partier. Okay. Alyssa, y'all. I gotta stop. I told y'all I have a friend named Elisa, so I always want to say Elisa. These strippers kind of busted. Or is that just me? What y'all think about the strippers? The strippers wasn't giving. They definitely not in Atlanta.
The quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. In the name.
Let's tweet that.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Life's been hard enough, especially when you're struggling with depression. So I did some research.
Again, follow me on Twitter, guys, to see what I'm tweeting about shows I like to watch. That's really the only reason I have Twitter, is to live tweet about shows. It is. I will drop the name in the chat. My Twitter name.
Keep moving forward. Rexulti can cause serious side effects. Elderly
Men
dementia
that
patients
take
may
their
increase
mates
risk
to
of
the strip
testosterone.
club want their mates to
Antidepressants
do
may
strip
increase
tricks
suicidal
on
thoughts and worsen depression in those
those strippers.
Ah,
They tired, T. Thomas. They tired, honey.
or uncontrollable muscle movements.
They look like they had a rough day.
Increased cholesterol, weight gain, high blood sugar, decreased white blood cells, unusual urges, dizziness on standing, seizures, trouble swallowing may occur.
I'm glad my doctor helped me take another step towards managing my depression.
When depression sets you back, keep moving forward. Make an appointment to talk to your doctor about how you
I just dropped my Twitter name in the chat. Commercial break.
NyQuil
Severe gives you powerful relief for your worst
I'm gonna watch it until about 9:30, y'all. I am going to call it a night
the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head, best
and
sleep
start
of the
getting
full
ready for
medicine.
bed because I'm getting tired.
It only takes a second.
We hung in there for the majority of it,
become
didn't we?
dangerous. Tide Pod's Child Guard Pack helps keep your laundry packs in a safe place and your child safer. To close, twist until it clicks. Tide Pod's Child Guard packaging.
There are lots of ways to love that chicken from Popeyes. Like our sandwich and our nuggets. Both are marinated for 12 hours and freshly prepared, so every bite is crunchy and juicy. Get them today for only $3.99.
I made it through the wilderness. Somehow I made it through.
It's 10:14 on Atlanta time. That's right. Have y'all seen those new Virgin Mobile cruises? I've seen like some of the cruise ship amenities online and they look beautiful. And I think those are the ones that are supposed to be like
For so long, I knew I had to take charge of my life. I didn't recognize myself.
higher end, for lack of a better word of saying it, all throughout the ships, like all throughout the ship. So things, I don't know if y'all have ever been on a cruise, but you know, on a cruise, things cost more. If you want an alcoholic beverage, you know, you got to pay for the drinks. If you want to do the fine dining outside of like your scheduled meals, that cost. You know, the extra restaurants and stuff that they have, the platinum dining, the fine dining that they have, that cost. On the Virgin cruises, you pay a bigger cost for the cruise itself, but that covers everything. So you can go to any restaurant you want, you can have all the drinks you want, like Wi-Fi, all of that. You don't have to pay extra for those things. And it looks beautiful. But I'm just afraid of cruises right now, personally. Because the last thing I want to do is to get stuck out there in the ocean on one of those cruises.
It seriously hydrates to visibly retone skin and reduces wrinkles. Effective for all skin tones. The Vitalips Hyaluronic Acid Serum from L'Oreal Paris.
This is my story.
I agree, Patricia. She isn't ready at all.
Someone else's eyes. This is what a superstar looks like.
She's an empowered woman.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Untitled Chapter.
This is the truth. You can believe it. Whatever you need. This is me.
Chapter, the two-night documentary event coming to Lifetime and A&E. Premieres Friday, January 28th.
Ooh, 4 times a year. You were out here cruising. Yeah, I think cruises are fun. I was away for a phone call, but the strip club nearly burned my eye.
With only one day before our spouses to be
You
say
petty
I
Bonita.
do to a complete stranger, the nerves and pressure are at an all-time high.
Who all is coming?
My mom, stepdad.
No dad.
No, my dad lives in Jamaica. I did
Oh, she's
tell him that
Jamaican.
I was getting married.
What did he say about that?
He just said he's just very scared and concerned that I don't know this person.
So I'm confused. If she doesn't have a relationship with her mom and she doesn't have a relationship with her dad, how are those her step parents?
Any lingering concerns or doubts or fears about the marriage that they might
Her mom is her stepmom, but the dad is in Jamaica and the stepmom got another. I don't get it.
All the walls that I know I have for somebody, I just think when you experience a lot of loss in different parts of your life, it's difficult to figure out how to let people in. But it's not like you can just flip a switch and say, okay, vulnerability time. Like, that's not how it works. That's one of the things in the back of my head. Like, are you going to be able to do that? That's probably my biggest fear.
That's something I also feel for you.
Some muscle in there. How's your day?
It was a long week. Trying to do all the work for the
Like, how is she your stepmom if she's not married to your
to get
dad?
ahead of my game. Swear I was gonna
I'm
family
tweeting that.
member that I have left. He's kind, is always available and present, and that's what I need because this is a very potentially crazy situation I'm walking into, and trying to make sure that I stay present during this chaos and taking, nothing for granted.
You realize this is a real thing, though?
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm a little overwhelmed, and you know how I get when I get frazzled. Like, if I'm hungry and I'm not eating or I don't get sleep, I get very much like, ugh, like, leave me alone, I need to focus. And I don't want to, like, get into this position during the honeymoon or meeting this new husband where I have no time for myself and then I'm frazzled and I'm not, like, being my best self.
Hopefully he can handle you.
True. Hopefully I can handle him.
You're starting to get nervous.
I'm embarrassed to talk to him about our family.
Yeah, I saw one lady at the nail salon a couple of weeks ago saying that she was going on a cruise completely for free because of the deals that they were having.
Cloud over me at times, just like
She's going to like Belize and Honduras and some other
I don't know if
places.
Mom's coming to the wedding or not. Maybe you can call her for me tonight and get the final answer because it's crunch time.
I called her a few times in the past, and I told her that you should go, but I can't make her go.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing to talk about. Like, hey, my own mom doesn't love me enough to come to my wedding. TBD, to be determined. I don't know if my mom is coming to the wedding or not. Like, I've learned a lot in my relationships. You can't always pour into somebody who doesn't want to pour back into you. I think that, like, at the heart and soul of my core, that's just a wound that I've never really been able to mend on my own. Like,
This girl said this episode is killing me. It's been 84 years. This is such a long episode. Like, for it not to be a whole lot going on.
I'm getting married tomorrow. Oh my God, it is my last night as a single woman.
Hey, wifey. I'm 12 hours away from you. I hope you're feeling the same way I am.
I think Ola Dewan only wants to get married because his friends are getting married. I don't think he's ready.
Detail about you that every man took for granted.
I'm so ready to be married. I feel like I've been waiting for this for.
Her mom left her dad, then her dad left her with her step dragon.
At the end of the day, lay next to and, cuddle, being able to have that be a wife instead of just a girlfriend sounds like it just sounds really special to me.
Warnings for Mrs. Morency. Number one, my memory's not the greatest. I'm working on it. I'm trying, but it's still not there yet.
I just can't wait to have somebody to just call my own.
I'll do my best. I'll clean up after myself, but I'm not the most organized. I apologize in advance.
I can't wait to come home and cook for somebody.
I snore.
Thank goodness she got at least one stable parent, because Jasmina's biological parents sound like they are a handful.
Watching Korean shows.
I think that's it. I mean, there's a lot more, but I think that's a good list.
Throughout my life, I've always had things I wanted, but I've always wanted one thing more than ever, and it was a wife.
I hope he's a good snuggle. That he snores minimally. He
Snores minimally.
And that he understands that I'm on the right side of the bed.
Tomorrow, my husband will be sleeping next to me, and the thought of that makes me feel really nervous.
I'm heading to bed. Good night, beautiful. I can't wait to meet you and see you for the first time tomorrow.
I'm with you to the end, baby.
Once you take a cruise or book cabins in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, you will always get great deals and coupons.
Tomorrow's gonna be.
Oh, okay. I do get a lot of cruise coupons. I wouldn't mind staying in the cabin. Oh, and right on cue, guys, my phone is dying. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, y'all. It was about 30 minutes worth of the episode, but I got to get ready for my day tomorrow. So, oh, they got a new host for the they're on the couches of After Married First Sight, Keisha Knight Poole, Rudy Huxtable. So that's all, you guys. Good night. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I will see y'all next Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Maybe then we'll see some weddings. As always, please like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time. Bye.